So Mark Sanchez, NFL analyst, former quarterback, arrested while he was hospitalized with stab wounds. It's it's saying here on Google, Mark Sanchez stabbed in Indianapolis after a confrontation where he allegedly approached a truck driver at a loading dock, becoming increasingly aggressive until the driver, feeling threatened, used pepper spray and then a knife to defend himself, ultimately leading to Sanchez's hospitalization and his arrest for battery, unauthorized entry, and public intoxication. The incident, which began as an argument, escalated into violence, with police reviewing video footage and a witness account to understand the events. Wow. So the confrontation, here's some details here. Again, Sanchez allegedly approached the truck driver who was making a delivery at a hotel loading dock, becoming upset when the truck blocked a nearby alley. The confrontation escalated and the truck driver claimed he was threatened by Sanchez. And then that's when the pepper spray came in. But when Sanchez continued to advance, the driver pulled the knife and stabbed Sanchez multiple times, believing he was in a life or death situation. Wow. Arrested at the hospital, charged with misdemeanor counts of battery, unauthorized entry of a motor vehicle, and public intoxication. Wow, that's interesting. So, you see the Jets here. They've been in the trending news lately. You see they lost to the Dallas Cowboys. Man, the Jets are miserable, 0-5. So it looks like another pathetic season. It's like over already for the Jets, man. 0-5 right there. They lose to the Cowboys. I mentioned that because he was selected by the New York Jets in the first round of the 2009 NFL draft. How many teams did he? I think he may have went to a couple other teams. That's the one and he was a member of the USC Trojans in college, where he became more known. Well, he originally became known as like a star college quarterback. He played for 5 NFL teams: the Jets, Eagles, Broncos. He also did play for the Cowboys. That's interesting. With the Cowboys defeating the Jets Sunday. That is interesting. And he also played for the Redskins, now Commanders. What was his draft number? Number 5 overall. Okay. I may have already said that. But, stabbed up, right?
More breaking news. Former football star Mark Sanchez is recovering after he was stabbed in Indianapolis overnight. ABC's Ashin Singh joins us now. Ashin, what's the latest we have here?
Yeah, Ike, shocking news coming out of Indianapolis overnight as more details come in on how former quarterback and current NFL analyst Mark Sanchez was hospitalized in critical condition due to severe wounds from a stabbing incident that occurred in downtown Indianapolis at about 12:30 this morning. Sanchez was in town for tomorrow's game between the Colts and the Raiders, where he was slated to be in the broadcast booth. Both Sanchez's former team, the New York Jets, and his alma mater, USC, posting messages of support for Sanchez. Sanchez was a star quarterback for the Trojans, leading them to the Rose Bowl and earning MVP honors. He was later drafted by the Jets 5th overall and spent 6 years with the franchise. He played 10 full seasons before.
6 years with the franchise, 6 on his jersey.
retiring in Washington, now serves as an analyst for Fox Sports.
And Ashton, what more do we know about Sanchez's condition and how this all happened?
Yeah, still a lot of questions about what actually caused the altercation, but after Sanchez was rushed to the hospital in critical condition, authorities are now saying he's stable and police are calling it an isolated incident. But we'll keep you updated about what we learn more. Ike?
All right, Ashton saying thank you for that.
So what was the score of the Colts game? He said he was in town to call the game. Let's see. Wow, the Colts smoked the Raiders. Look at this. The Raiders scored 6 points. Look at that right there. And Sanchez with the 6 on his jersey. Look at that right there. Wow. And this connects to another story and another story and another story and another story. Wow. The image won't come in better. Look at that 6 on the Sanchez jersey right there. He's in town to call this game, and then it's 40-6. What are the odds the game's gonna end and one of the teams scores 6? Come on, man. Okay, so we're off to a blazing start here. Look at this. Look at how undeniable this is. That this is just a computer script right here by the numbers. Stab wounds, right in the title. In the language, 132. Mark Sanchez's full name, 312 123. Indianapolis, 123. The confrontation occurred at 12:30. 123. Absolutely undeniable. Mark, Travis, John, Sanchez. You know what's interesting? October 5th, Travis Kelce's birthday. And I may have that coming up. I just forgot. I'm just going to tell you right now. Did I say Sanchez has the S like stab wounds? Look at those. Look at that land right there. Damn. There's that 6 again. 6 seasons with the Jets. 6 on the jersey. Stab equals 6 and 66. Stabbed in Indianapolis. Indianapolis equals 60. Stab wounds equals 60. All like 6. Arthur Jones just died. He was a member of the Colts, as well as the Ravens and the Redskins. Look at that. So you get this Indianapolis connection again. Remember, the Indiana Fever almost hit the WNBA Finals. I just talked about that on a recent video. Sanchez stabbed in Indianapolis. He's, was going to call this game. That didn't work out. He gets arrested. You got Arthur Jones. Look at Arthur Jones, born in the 6th month. Arthur Jones, born in the 6th month. Look at that right there. He dies. Originally there was no information on how, but I think I read somewhere that there was heart issues. Look at that, though. Remember, he's got the 97 on his jersey, and death equals 97. It also says here that Sanchez wore 3 on his jersey at one point. So you get that 6 and that 3, which is Arthur Jones's birthday. Look at right here. Right here. Look at that. It says number 6363666. Maybe he had 3 on his jersey at some point. So that's interesting. That's the Arthur Jones jersey. Right there, look with the Eagles. Look at this stuff, man. Isn't that wild? I think that's wild. Man. Okay, so back over here. That's undeniable, man. You cannot deny that. It's a 39-day span from the stabbing Saturday, or it was like late. It was like into Saturday, early, something like that. Saturday's associated with the day they give us, right? Saturday. 39-day span from Saturday to his birthday. New York equals 39. Mark Travis John Sanchez equals 93. The reverse. Arthur Jones was age 39 when he died with this Indianapolis Colts connection here. He's Sanchez in town to call the Colts Raiders game. Look at that, man. He's in his 39th year of life. I mentioned this is trending right around. He's stabbed one day before Travis Kelce's birthday. And Sanchez has the middle name Travis. Or maybe that's two middle names. I don't know. Or maybe it's a part of his first name. I don't know. Travis stabbed before Travis Kelce's birthday. Whose birthday is the next day after Travis Kelce? Trevor Lawrence. TR like Travis. Come on, right? It's all the script. See right there? October 6th. Look at that. William Trevor Lawrence. Okay? TR like Travis, right there. You see that? Bam. And that's just going to continue the script, right? Man, that Arthur Jones thing, Ravens equals 38 as well. And Mark Sanchez is age 38. Murder, death, killing, RIP, all equal 38. I think Ravens has 83 as well. Murder and morgue also equal 83. But there's been a few other 38s. I just didn't notice them that have been lingering. Mark Sanchez equals 119 as he was a member of the Jets, and 119 when you think of New York, you think of that 11th day of the ninth month back in 2001, right? Jets, planes, get it? Mark Sanchez 119, he joined the Commanders on 119 in 2018. Man, was he a player still in 2018? Well, he is only 38, right? He was never really great in the NFL, in my opinion. He may have been on a couple of teams that maybe were decent, but he was never good, you know? But look at it says right there, dates joined November 19th, 1119, like 119 with Mark Sanchez. And remember his birthday in that 11th month as well. And you get that 9/11 energy right there, right? You see him with the Bears jersey on there though, but in the NFL, he's going to be remembered as being a member of the Jets. And notice that founding anniversary of New York, and New York the 11th state, New York equals 111, all of that. But look at New York becomes the 11th state July 26, 1788. So that's like another Trump connection there, as he's born in New York. Trump equals 88. New York becomes a state in 1788. So that's another thing to add to the Trump 88s right there. That's also my YouTube buddy, Richard West. That's your birthday. And if I'm not mistaken, you're born in New York. That's wild, huh? He's got that Dolly Parton connection with her birthday, 119. But his birthday's November 11th. But you see, but the 119 connection, Mark Sanchez equals 119 in the language. Dolly Parton's birthday, she had to cancel some shows because she has health conditions. You see, health conditions, getting stabbed, negative energy, similar, right? I mean, similar but not similar. But look at Nevada equals 115, right? Where she had to cancel these shows. And 1 month, 15 days before her birthday. But you see that 119 energy right there. 119. All of this stuff connects. That's why you see the Tupac there. Machiavelli releasing 115 as well. All of this stuff connects here. Rocco Baldelli equals 111. I simply pulled this from that breakdown and all of the 9/11 energy. His full name 156 when the 156 prime number is 911. He got fired by the Twins of Minnesota, like Twin Towers. So remember, Sanchez known for being a member of the Jets in the NFL.
Breaking news, former USC and NFL quarterback Mark Sanchez has been arrested after being stabbed in Indianapolis today. He was taken into custody for
That kind of
battery.
looks like a big sword or like a knife, kind of, right? Right there.
Being stabbed in Indianapolis today. He was taken into custody for battery, unlawful entry of a vehicle, and public intoxication amid a physical disturbance with another person. Sanchez is in stable condition. The 38-year-old played 8 seasons in the NFL and was drafted out of USC in 2009. He was scheduled to be part of Fox Sports' broadcast crew for tomorrow's game between the Raiders and the Colts at Lucas Oil Stadium, but will no longer work the game. Fox Sports released a statement on Twitter before his arrest saying, quote, Mark Sanchez was injured in Indianapolis on Saturday and is currently recovering in the hospital in stable condition. We are deeply grateful to the medical team for their exceptional care and support. Our thoughts and prayers are with Mark, adding, and we ask that everyone please respect him and his family's privacy during this time.
That's wild. I was not expecting that type of news. That's pretty wild there. Stab Wounds has that 138 like Donald Trump. Sorry, Donald. Not. Not. Okay. Just after 4 a.m. here where I'm at. There's more connections with the Arthur Jones death. I just didn't go like super deep on it. I kept noticing 38s in a lot of the breakdowns I was doing. And that's 38 days right there. Before his birthday, he gets stabbed as well. Remember Ravens 38. Arthur Jones won a Super Bowl with the Ravens. And, that's a death number, right? That's a Leonardo DiCaprio birthday as well. Sanchez was kind of like known as like a, like, oh, I don't know how to say, like, oh, the Studley quarterback or whatever, right? That's usually how it is with quarterbacks. And Leonardo DiCaprio the ladies liking that character as well. You see, he's got the same birthday right there, 11/11. You could probably look at this character and find more connections besides that as well. But yeah. Okay, yeah, that kind of caught me out of the blue. Mark Sanchez gets stabbed. We gotta watch some of these things we say out of the blue. Like, what the hell does that mean? They just tell us what words to use, and we don't even know what they are. That 1, 2, 3 hit heavy, man. Remember, Bronny James' birthday is the same as Trevor Lawrence as well. So you got Mark Travis John Sanchez stabbed one day before Travis Kelce's birthday. Trevor Lawrence's birthday follows Travis Kelce. You get that TR Trevor Travis. And that Trevor Lawrence birthday is the same as Bronny James. And remember, LeBron James' birthday is 12/30. And Mark Sanchez, this confrontation occurred at 12:30 a.m. And there's been a lot of talk about LeBron James lately. So we'll see if there's any Bronny James news or something with LeBron James, which we've been kind of waiting on. So we'll see what happens there. NFL analyst Mark Sanchez arrested while he was hospitalized with stab wounds. Some of the stories still kind of sketchy. We'll see if anything else develops, but he's been arrested. Until next time.